Guitar Champion 2024 is over and this lesson has changed my playing last year. Here we go. Hey Guitar Champion, what's going on? I'm 𝗏𝗏𝗦𝗏 back from my practice dojo and welcome to today's video. Yes, today is the 1st of January 2025. 2024 is now officially over, and in today's video I want to discuss with you some of the lessons that I had in guitar playing with this beautiful instrument here that has changed my technique, my playing, and my awareness about what I'm actually doing here. And I want to talk about my favorite lick that I've learned last year that is now included in my playing and much more. So grab yourself your guitar, warm up a little bit, grab yourself something to drink, and let's start with today's video. 2024 was a really busy year, and it was the year of the calls, how I would like to name it, because yeah, 3 times now I got called this year, and the call always went like this. Dude, we need your help. We make extremely complex music and we have to perform it in 2 weeks. Our guitar player is sick, said no, doesn't want to play it anymore. Can you do it? Yes, and I did it. And and this year was full with a lot of preparation for live shows. Not only Megalive, the mega distributed band that I'm in, but also in the beginning the melodic death metal band Words of Farewell. They asked me if I could learn a whole set list in like 2 or 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Then my good buddy 𝙗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 said to me that he's going to leave 𝙬𝙚𝙙 and if I could play the shows of extremely complex, extremely difficult music in like 4 or 5 weeks. And then in the end now the Rhapsody gig that I just had with Dawn of Victory, the newest formation of the old school symphonic power metal band Rhapsody. But throughout those challenges, we can grow on our instrument. And I definitely grew on my instrument a lot this year. But not only through playing live with those bands, but also my work here on YouTube has showed me a lot of flaws and certain details in my playing, gave me a new awareness that I use as an advantage of to improve my playing, and as well the chatting with other guitar players and with you in the community helped me a lot to improve as a guitar player. Because sometimes, yeah, I maybe say something here and then I got details wrong or certain facts wrong. This can happen, this happens to everybody, but I'm really helpful and but I'm extremely thankful and extremely appreciate the work of you guys, fact-checking me, correcting me. This is super great. And with that, I just can learn and can improve by myself as well. Hey Guitar Champion, Justin here, chilling with my dude 𝗏𝗏𝗦𝗏. And I actually made the video much longer. I have like 10 minutes left where I was talking about everything that happened, or nearly everything that happened in my career in 2024. But I thought it would be a little bit too long for YouTube. So I posted this on my Patreon channel, which is completely for free. Check it out, the link in the description box that will lead you to the video, and there you can watch the rest of this video where I am talking more about what happened in 2024 and the challenges that I had to face playing these kind of live music and making YouTube content, etc, etc. But for now, let's cut to the point. Let's talk about the biggest guitar lesson that I had in 2024. Alright, now let's go to the biggest lesson that I had in 2024 that changed my playing. And the spark to a lot of change was set with the interview that I had with Anton Operinm. Anton Operinm is one of the craziest technical guitar players out there. He has such a control and such an awareness about what he's doing. I never saw something like this in other guitar players. And on the interview we are talking about some interesting practice approaches, and it inspired me to get one of these here, which really helped me to check out a lot of stuff in my left and my right hand and to have an instant feedback to what I'm actually doing in my left or in my right hand. I started to change my picking a little bit. For that interview, I played a lot when I played fast with the side of the pick. Now I'm playing more with the flat side and really parallel, which is more difficult and more exhausted, but the amount of attack and control that we can get out of the picking, that really blew my mind. I started going back using the flow picks from Dunlop. I did not really like them when I played in the old way, where I only played with the side of the pick, with that side here, instead of with the flat side, with this side here. There, I did not really like them, but now I really love the shoulders and how it structures in the flow pick, so I go back playing with them. And again, the amount of dynamic that I now have out of my picking, and after working with that, and the control and the sound, and especially for the hand synchronization, that did a lot to my right hand. And it also inspired me to go really deep into the biomechanics of movement. And I was really nerding out. It was such a fun time. This summer, I have to show you this. You know, I was sitting in my room, was watching videos from Harvard where somebody is explaining how muscle movement works, you know, and I'm doing these little sketches and, you know, like how the finger is built up, you know, what kind of muscles and what kind of joints do we have in our fingers. And I was feeling really like, you know, being in university again and, you know, writing these kind of little notes and sketches and doodles, and I hope you can see that, you know, these kind of things, how energy is working in our body, how our muscles are working. And I started to develop this concept of biomechanics of speed, where I also made a first episode kind of experiment on my Patreon. There I want to share this first new knowledge that I gained as an experiment, and not only to find out what is the best way to teach it, so I will soon do it here on YouTube as well, more and more and more, but also to find out, okay, where I'm wrong, where I'm right, to have discussions with my members, with my community. And I'm constantly in discussion with doctors, with physiotherapists, with all these kind of people. Really got interested into, okay, what kind of muscle twitch fibers are important? How does motor units and motor neurons work in our muscle? What kind of effect and impact do they have on our playing? And I came up with that philosophy of avoiding unnecessary consumption of energy in our playing. This basically means that we take care of not activating any specific muscle before we even played one note, before we even made one motion. And this can happen really fast when you hold your pick, for example, like this, you know, having your fingers spread out, when you have some weird positions like this here, and you start doing the picking like this and all this kind of stuff. And especially after one British guitar player from a certain hardcore band, or who used to play in a certain hardcore band, made the most bullshit video of the year on his Instagram. He was talking like, okay, well, you have to speed pick, you have to do it like this and not like this, like some people on the internet is, you know, claiming to do. And then he starts to speed pick and he's doing exactly this and not this, how he is claiming you should do it. So this lack of awareness really inspired me to, wow, we have to get out there. We have to change something in guitar education and guitar community and talk more about these things. And because that's the next interesting part of this. We are all the same up to a certain point. We have the same muscles, everything has the same structures in our arm. There we are the same. And then there are different little anatomically kind of changes, like, okay, how long is your pinky compared to your ring finger? How long is your ring finger compared to your index finger? All these kind of things, you know? Thumb, how does it look when you hold it kind of straight? These kind of things, they can have an impact and an effect on how we play guitar. And I think it is really important, especially as an educator, to know about these things, so it is easier to talk about that and to go away from the do however you like kind of guitar education that pisses me off, because no, it didn't help me, the do however you like kind of thing. So it will, and I struggled with these kind of educations for years, so it definitely will not help you. So we have to change that. So there's definitely more coming in 2025, and I'm really happy about this journey, because this journey helped me a lot, and I assume and I guarantee it will help you as well. I made some videos here and there about the biomechanics stuff, like for example one about picking, where I was analyzing the picking of a friend of mine and where I was showing, okay, when you do this you activate that muscle, when you do this you activate this muscle, etc, etc. And this I will definitely do more in the future, because I really like this kind of knowledge, I really like this kind of content, and it's helpful for so many of us. So yeah, I think that was definitely the biggest lesson and the biggest things that I've learned in the last year that have changed my approach and my way of playing. And so much about this video. Before we end, let's check out my favorite lick of this year. And if you want to have more, of course, check out my Patreon. There I do challenges and everything that I already talked about this here. And of course, check out the ZEN of Speedpicking and the ZEN of Sweeping, my big online masterclasses that I have out there. You can get them in the description box. And now, let's learn some licks. As I've already mentioned, the lick, or my favorite lick from 2024, was a lick from the Alter Magnitude solo that I had to perform live with Alkaloid. And it is the intro arpeggio of that solo. Sorry, I changed the guitar very quickly because my white 27 fret guitar is unfortunately extremely out of tune. And so I want to finish the video and don't want to spend like 5 minutes tuning the guitar. So let me put that away. Let's learn the lick with this beautiful Quest headless guitar. Oh, I really have to check out the new Ibanez guitars, by the way. Alright, so again, that lick slowly goes like this. It's basically a minor 9 arpeggio where we're playing the first shape in octaves. We're starting on the A string, 7th fret, and then we're playing root 9 minor 3rd 5th. We're using our index finger to do the position shift from the 7th to the 9th fret, and then we're going to the G string and playing the same 1 octave higher. Now here we have to be aware of that jump that we have between the B and the G string, and we cannot go 2 frets higher like we did from the A to the G string or to the D string. Now we have to go 3 frets higher from the 9th to the 12th fret. And then we can play again the root, the 9th, and the minor 3rd on the E string. And now Christian is playing that arpeggio descending, but not in the horizontal kind of shape, but this time more vertically like this. So we're starting with the minor 3rd, pull-offing to the root note. Then with the help of the roll technique, we sweep from the E to the G string, sliding down to the 9th, sweeping with the help of the roll technique in our ring finger, through the octave and the 5th, and the 14th fret on the D and on the A string, and resolving again with the minor 3rd, 9, and the 1 here on the E string. And then we're playing it again ascending and resolving. So again, totally with the left hand. Now for the right hand, it is economy picking. So we have a mixture out of alternate picking and sweeping. We're starting with alternate picking on the A string. And then I sweep through the A, the D and the G string to do again alternate picking on the G string. So here it is really important to get that note with an upstroke, to get a feeling for the switch between sweeping and alternate picking. And the same when we're going from the G to the E string. It's really hard to get the 12th fret here because of that higher jump. And now when we're going descending, again, pull off, sweep, slide, sweep, and resolving to the E. Now Christian is also doing this as well in B flat minor afterwards. And in different places. I made a whole tutorial on my Patreon about this arpeggio section. And I also will do another Patreon video where I can show you how you can do it in major, for example like this. And you know what? I'm not doing it on Patreon. You can get it for free, the tabs for the different versions as well in the description box. There you can download it. And yeah, that was my favorite lick of the year 2024. I love to use this lick now in improvisation as well. When you go, for example, something like this. Just to have like a really fast cascading kind of sweep in between certain lines. So I really like to use that lick. Really a lot of fun to learn it and to perform it live. And yeah, and again, if you want to have the tabs of that lick, then check out the description box. There you can find it for free. And I would love to see you too in more of my videos in 2025. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. I can wait to see you in the next video. Cheers and power your progress. Bye.